Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday night leadership call. My name is Miriam Kareem, and I am proud to welcome you all here on this, what is this, Sunday, February 2nd. We're already in February, and it's this time is just going by so fast. Super fast. One trip to the newbie corner, something that I experienced this week. Um I don't know if you all have ever heard Jim Rohn say that you make up in numbers what you lack in skill. And I truly see that because the more I talk to people, the more I am interacting with people and actually starting to exercise those skills that I'm trying to implement or implementing. I feel like I'm getting better, and what is the affirmation? Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. So, talk to more people. Talk to more people. Just get out there and do it. Don't worry about um the no's. The no's really, I really don't care anymore because I have to think about myself as far as how many people I have told no. I mean, even y'all have seen my meme where I have the spray bottle, the crypto with the circle and no crypto. I do that because I'm sick and tired of them. And I can also understand how many people I've talked to who might just be tired of people approaching them about things. So keep that in mind as well. But as you talk to more and more people, it really won't even bother you. It really won't. But that being said, I'd like to introduce you all to our teacher this evening, Coach Will Zanders. He is a multiple, I guess, $1 million earner in the network marketing field. Loves to have fun when we have our boot camps. And even I sometimes we joke a lot online on in social media and things. Knows all of the information and can help you get to where you want to be in this business. So, Coach Will Zanders, are you available, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Miriam, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. Well, we will dive right into the information tonight. I want to thank you for that kind introduction. And just to piggyback off what Miriam said, it's always so insightful, the perspective she brings from the levels that she's going to in the business. So I really want y'all to appreciate, one, show her some love in the chat, but on top of that, appreciate the wisdom that she's giving you because she's really taking you on a journey of her growth. So it's one thing for us to start off as brand new newbies. We know nothing. We can teach nothing. It's another thing to have Miriam really help us out so much on the platform where she can take you week by week on her journey and growth of just maturity and wisdom and success in the industry, making thousands and thousands of dollars. And I know it'll be much more in the near future just because of the work that she's putting in. And what she said about you can make up in numbers what you lack in skill, that has been a network marketing tenet for an eternity. And it's so wise. And here's the funny part. When you do exactly what she said, which is talk to more people, don't worry about what people think. We're actually going to talk some about that tonight. One of the really cool things that's going to happen is you're going to acquire skills from the doing. So when you really just dive into the numbers of everything, you're going to learn very quickly that, man, I'm way better talking to people now than I was when I first started talking to people. And you're going to acquire skills. You learn objection handling by doing. You learn how to close people by doing. You learn how to answer questions about the products by what? Getting asked questions about the products. And if you're getting asked the same question or getting the same objection 10 times or running into the same issue, you're going to figure out how to get past that based upon the fact that you're just tired of it happening. Okay. So huge shout out to Miriam and a big shout out to everybody who's going to be attending Orlando online or in person. It's going to be a blast. The lineup we have of coaches for this one is going to be one of the most diverse and I think one of the most interesting and one of the most insightful for you. You get to hear at least two, three, I think four new voices that you haven't heard coach before. And I think that the insight that they give you is going to be amazing. And yeah, definitely, Lynn, we're hoping for a better season next season, Lynn, with the Tide, but we'll see, brother. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I'm feeling optimistic for Coach DeBoer in his second season. But thank you so much, Miriam, for doing that. And let's dive into the information now. Real quick, the topic tonight is going to be 7 ways that you can easily ruin your business. Like if you just are doing this and you don't like, you like the products, but you don't like making money at all, and you're like, man, I'm making $500 a month. I don't really like that. I'm gonna give you 7 things to really ruin your business very, very quickly for you, very easily. You can ruin it. If you're making $5,000 a month, I know we got some members on the team or consistently making somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. I want to show you how to easily get rid of that. Like who needs all that money? That's trash. You don't need that. You can just double down at your job. I get it. We got some of our top earners who are making $10,000 and $20,000 a month right now. I just want to tell you, I'm gonna show you how to ruin it. And even if you're one of those, $500,000, $1 million earner type people, stuff like that, $250,000, $300,000 earners, we got a lot of them on the call and on the team. I want to show y'all how you can throw that whole business down the drain very, very quickly, and you can get rid of all the network marketing headaches and all the network marketing money that you have and everything that's to come. Any one of these 7 will do it for you. So I really want to make sure that if you just don't like being here, I just want to help you understand how quickly you can just throw it in the trash. It's going to be so much easier and more fun than just turning off your auto ship. You can do that, but what fun is that? Let me show you some fun ways, some easy ways to really just ruin your business. And so we'll start off right with number 1. I hope we should definitely put it to music. If we can do it, we can definitely do it. I'm not that technically savvy, but I would love to put them to music. All right, here we go. Number one, easy way, and these are in no particular order, by the way. And these are all proven. This is, in our calls, we don't do any untested stuff. We give you straight up proven, guaranteed, time-tested methods to build your business. But we're going to give you some time-tested, proven, guaranteed, no doubt ways to alienate everybody and ruin your business overnight. All right. Number 1, complaining constantly. Okay. Complaining constantly. I'm not going to get into the abundance of scriptures where God just used to bust the Israelites upside the head just for complaining. I'm not even going to get into all that. I'm just going to tell you that complaining is going to give power to external things going on, and it's going to override the internal. All right. Whatever you react to, you reinforce and you create more of that. And one of the best ways to ruin your business is to fall into a state of complaining, because just the way the world works, you're going to get a lot more to complain about very, very quickly. When you complain about your team, instead of helping them, praying for them, helping them become successful, getting them to the event, things like that. When you complain about your company, you complain about your products, you complain about your cross line, up line, down line, you complain about the compensation plan, you are solidifying the negativity, and you're solidifying that version, that reality of the business for you, not for anybody else. You complain all day, and if you dare look in your back office on that leaderboard, you're going to see people who have been here on there, brand new on there, middle of the road people. And that's not counting the hundreds of people that you don't see in the top 10 with either company that are doing amazing work and building a life of their dreams. But just complain about anything and everything. Your business will be out of here in no time. From an esoteric standpoint, from a scientific standpoint, you sometimes hear things like as within, so without. Okay, you hear some esoteric teaching about as above, so below. You even hear scripturally, as it is, and let it be. So it is on earth as it is in heaven. In the Our Father prayer. Okay. On earth as it is in heaven. As it is in heaven means the heaven part came first, and on earth comes second. So when you say things like that, you'll understand as within, so without. As a man thinketh, so is he. You understand the external projections of the things going on internally. That's just how it works. All right. The thing that's always at play is your attention, and whatever you give attention to is going to grow. All right. Whatever you don't give attention to is going to shrink. Don't give any attention to your spouse or your significant other for 90 days. Just give them no attention. Just watch what happens. Okay. Don't give any attention to your business for 90 days. Watch what happens. Okay. But by the same token, Don't give any attention to the negative things. I'm not saying don't solve problems, don't nip stuff in the bud and act like a leader. I'm not saying that. But don't give any attention to the external circumstances and watch how fast they just go away or they cease to matter for you. It never ceases to amaze me the number of messages, calls, email. I just get so much stuff from people in our business, in our team, and oh man, so and so is going on. Oh my gosh, this is going on in the world. It's so crazy. Oh my gosh, just complain. And that's cool. While that's happening, there are quite literally people who are in the same world, same planet you live on. Okay, same planet you live on. But just know they're becoming more successful and hitting ranks and making more income and getting healthier and taking their team to the next level, even though they got to deal with everything you got to deal with in the world. All right. So you got to really be in the world, but not of the world. And complaining is something that the world does 24/7, 365. And I'm going to just tell you this before we move on to number 2. If you're focusing on the problems, you're creating more problems. I've done this is something I'm telling you that I have learned in real life for me. I'm not telling you that, no, don't do this. I would never do that. I've done it all. I've done it. And I'm telling you, it does not work. The complaining can never help you. The best case scenario is if you complain, things stay the same. They probably won't though. What usually happens when you complain, the things get worse. And just the way God set the universe up. And just know when you say the word universe, it's you in a verse. Verse meaning word. It's the universe. It's what you're speaking and thinking and speaking that's creating your external reality. That's what the word really means when you unpack it. And so if you are going to do that, I'm letting you know your business is everything you say is going to be true. Everything you say is going to end up true. I kid you not. Even just, it's the truth. Okay. Number 2, this one's tricky for a lot of people, but the number 2 easy way to ruin your business is going to be to moralize business and success. I'm going to say that again. The number 2 way to ruin your business, to moralize business and success. Now, I'm not saying be immoral, not at all, but hear me out. Many good people, okay, ethical, moral, sound, good people are going to ruin their business by believing the following lie. And that lie is very pervasive lie. It's a very dangerous lie, okay, because it sounds so good, is that being a good person guarantees success in business. I hate to break it to you. It's not about being a bad person. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just telling you, being a good person does not guarantee business success. All right. It's the equivalent of thinking that going to college and getting a degree is going to guarantee a good job. It sounds cool, but that success, do moralize success. Here's a quote. I don't know who said this, but I love it. Okay. I didn't say this. I heard it somewhere, read it somewhere. I'm like, oh, that's good stuff. You can be morally right, but mentally wrong. And you should always seek to be morally right. Okay. But you want to be mentally right too, logistically. All right. You can be morally right, but you can be mentally wrong. And that's going to lead to a lack of results. And it's going to lead to a level of frustration that I've seen knock people smooth off their square and smooth out of the business, because the way the universe operates, just the way God set it up, okay? It's just how he set it up. You talk to him, figure out why he did it this way. The universe operates by laws, spiritual laws, energetic laws and principles, not by moral codes, okay? Success doesn't care if you're kind. You should always seek to be kind. If you're not kind, you may still get wealthy, but you'll have a terrible life. Who wants that? But just because you're kind, it doesn't mean you're going to be successful. And a lot of people think that if I just be a good person, that'll get you right with the Lord, if that's the spiritual path you're on, whatever that is. But that ain't got very little to do with success in business. Success in business is going to follow alignment. It's going to follow logistics. It's going to follow action. It's going to follow belief. It's going to follow a lot of things that can be viewed independent of how moral you are. I'm better than everybody morally. Okay? Here's the thing. There are many, and I don't even like that this is true, but it's true. There are many morally questionable people. I'm not judging. Morally questionable people. I mean, morally questionable people who build tremendous wealth. Okay, whether they keep it or they go to prison, that's on them. I'm not saying they did it immorally. What I'm saying is there are people who are not there that are at best morally questionable, problematic individuals, okay, who build wealth because they understand frequency and vibration and universal law, accidentally or on purpose. They just get it, accidentally or on purpose. But a lot of good-hearted people struggle because they don't understand frequency, universal law, belief, and faith. They don't understand the things that actually get it done. How many people, okay, either are or know somebody who is super, super good-hearted and can't pay a bill consistently to save their life? I know plenty. I know plenty. And I know you do too. And that's the hard part about being judgmental of other people. Oh, so and so, I don't like how they doing it. I don't like how they building their business. You're moralizing. You're moralizing. You're looking at how other people are doing things as if that got anything to do with you. All of that energy and time you spend, look, number one, complaining, especially about other people and how they do it. Let me tell you where it comes from. I know this cold glass of water to the face. Let me tell you where it comes from. It comes from the fact that the people that we are as humans tempted to complain about are in better positions than we are. I'm gonna say that again. Listen, this is real. The reason why a lot of times we don't get the lifestyle or the things that we want in business or anything like that is because we sometimes spend a lot of time complaining, but specifically judging and complaining other people who have nothing to do with us, by the way. I can't remember the last time Bob Jones paid my utility bill. I don't even know, right? But we're complaining about other people and how they choose to do things. But if you really slow down and think about it, the only people that you'll ever complain about, I'm just being real, are people who are doing better than you in ways that you want to be good. And listen, I'm not telling you this to attack you. I used to do this too. Like, oh man, until it clicked years ago, it just had to click. Like, wait a minute, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I might be able to learn something from them. And if I do seek to learn something from them, even if I don't contact them, whatever they're doing is working for them. And I got to focus on me, man. My grandma used to tell me, every tub got to rest on its own bottom. I didn't even understand what that meant. She used to say crazy one-liners like that. But every tub got to rest on its own bottom. What's going on in this bathtub right here ain't got nothing to do with the bathtub across the street. I don't know what's going on with the plumbing and the water. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Okay. It'll help you a lot in the stopping the judging. And we've all done it. Like, it's cool. We've all done it, but it can stop today. Because if it don't, you're going to either stay where you at or possibly go worse. And the worst feeling in the world is you won't get what you want, but you'll still be moralizing and thinking you deserve it. And I'm not saying you don't, but you'll be thinking you do based on comparison and complaining with other people while moralizing yourself and putting yourself on this spiritual pedestal, this ethical pedestal above other people because you don't like how they're allegedly doing what they're doing, but you don't really know. You ain't there. You don't really know. What you do know is you don't have the results you want. So whatever it is you've been doing, stop it and try something different. Just hear me out, okay? And this is the last thing I'll tell you. This is just interesting. This is going to be for the book of Isaiah, one of my favorites, chapter 45, verse 7. Okay, I'm not taking you out of church tonight, but I will use this verse as an explanation. Sydney just had a great question to follow their lead. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you don't like the way somebody's doing something, acknowledge that reality that it doesn't resonate with you. Okay, and then you do it your own way, but do not complain about it, number one. And number two, do not pass judgment on another type of builder or how they're building based upon ethical superiority, because none of us are worthy of none of the good stuff that God gives us. That's just human nature in general. Okay, for anybody who knows people, if anybody who knows themselves, who perfect? I'll wait. Anybody perfect? Put a 1 in the chat if you're perfect. Put a 1 in the chat if you're perfect. Okay. Nobody better not put a 1 in the chat because that's a lie. That's just not true. You're lying if you say that. You see what I'm saying? We all sin. Everybody misses the mark. So So I'm not saying do not follow any methodology of building anything that doesn't resonate with you. Okay, so no, do not follow their lead at all, but don't criticize the result or what you think they're doing simply because that'll prevent you from getting the result that you want. Anybody on here, everybody on here, I promise you, if you've ever done anything good, if you've ever accomplished anything from high school graduation to raising your kids right, to getting a promotion, there's always going to be a couple of haters in the lurk, always. But the funniest thing is about the haters, they're never doing better than you. They're never in the recorded history of hating has the hater ever been doing better than you. And the people who are criticizing LeBron James and his son playing basketball or whatever, they can't play basketball. They're not in the league. They're not good. The really good players do not criticize other greats. It's always going to be some dude on TV who averaged 1 point a game in high school telling LeVar Ball or LeBron James how to raise their kids. Man, shut up. You wish your son was that good. It's just the reality of it. Just the reality of it. But, that Luka Davis, God, don't get me started, Jessica. That's crazy. That was crazy. Nobody saw that coming. All right, here we go. So I'll give you a verse from Isaiah. We'll move on to number 3. This is what God said. It's crazy, but this is what he said. This is in the book. I didn't write it. It's in the book. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So if the Lord, now listen, I know that sounds hard to hear. And that's not the only time it's said. And this is in all great spiritual texts. I'm telling you, if you look deep enough, you'll find stuff just like this. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So if the Lord is really creating the bad and the good, which is a crazy verse to unpack, wild to unpack that. If that's really the case, which the word in all great spirit, that's Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. The Father Spirit said, let's pretend that this person over here is building a business evil. Okay. Look, God, that's on you. You deal with it. I'm over here, bro. I'm over here. It can't be about success because God governs good and bad. Even if you don't like your leaders, your upline, guess what? You didn't put them there. If you don't like the president we got, or the president we had before that, or the president we had before that, or the president we had before that, guess what? You didn't put them there. God either put them there or allowed it to be there. Therefore, it doesn't really help me a lot to complain about it. I can't put it any other way. We all got battles to fight, and I respect that. But at the same time, from a business standpoint, your moral superiority is not going to make you any money. It doesn't work that way. All right. Number three. Okay. Seeking approval for others. Seeking approval from others. Okay. And you're right, Jessica. Everybody got a battle they're dealing with, and everybody got a mission and a passion that they're supposed to fight. Do that. I'm not saying don't fight the good fight for the causes that's on your heart to fight, but just understand that's not going to have a lot to do with you getting the financial success you want. Do that too. If that's on your heart to do, please fight your battle, whatever your passion is. We all got passion and a purpose, but don't think that that's about to make you wealthy in this business or any business at all. Just don't think that, okay? Because that's not true. It's just not true. Number 3, seeking approval from others. Now, this is interesting because there's a part of our brain, our brain is developed over thousands of years, and our brains now look different than our ancestors' brains from thousands of years ago, millennia ago, okay? There's a part of your brain, it's not the neocortex, that's the new part. It's the old part that a lot of people call the reptilian brain. You can look this stuff up. It's the older part of the brain that governs survival, okay? That part of your brain is the oldest, one of the most set, like fixed, stable parts of your brain that govern survival. And that part of your brain fears social rejection. It fears social rejection so much because in ancient times, when that part of your brain was being developed, exile meant death, okay? When a person would be kicked out of their tribe, back in, I guess, caveman days or whatever, there was no electricity, no firearms, no types of reliable transportation. you were basically going to be killed in the wilderness because the tribe size was your strength. That's how you got food. That's how you got protected from other tribes. If they exiled you from the tribe for any reason, that you were going to die. They didn't have to kill you. They didn't have to kill you. They just had to say, you can't be around us in our camp. You got to go away. You're done. You're done. It's a death sentence. Your reptilian brain, that older part of your brain, remembers that. Okay. So in ancient times, exile meant death. That fear is still there in a subconscious part of your brain that you don't really know until you're taught about it. Okay. That fear keeps most people trapped in mediocrity. Okay. Most people won't post what they really think. And I know a lot of y'all will, and I'm very proud of you for posting what's on your mind, regardless of Facebook shadow banning your post. Most people won't post what they really think because they fear judgment from other people. They just won't. Or they need validation from other people. Okay. Most people hold back in their business because they worry about friends, family, and the opinions of strangers. The very same people you could help, by the way. Okay. Most people are going to let cultural, political, and religious programming dictate their actions or cause them to not act. All right. It's the social pressure. And this was never more relevant or seen during the COVID timeframe. Just the social pressure on people to do stuff that they might want to do or not do. I'm not concerned with your health, is your conversation. But at the same time, it's the social pressure, the approval of others, the validation of others that's going to keep you in a prison of inaction or acting in ways that you might not really want to do based on the social pressure because you think on a subconscious level that it's going to kill you. Okay. Here's a quote. Those people in our industry, those who care a lot about what others think become the prisoners of those people. And the prison that, if it's you, the prison that you're trapped in is the opinions and the beliefs and the standards of the people you care about offending or not offending. Let me say that in another way. When you care so much about what other people think that you will not speak your mind, post your mind, build your business, be authentically who you are in a prison of your creation, but the prison is a prison of their thoughts and beliefs and the way that things should be and what people should do and not do. You're literally taking someone else's thoughts and beliefs about health and wellness and family and spirituality or politics or anything else, and you're building a prison for yourself around what other people think and their beliefs and how they were raised and what they think is good or bad. That's a terrible way to live. Okay. So I'm going to say this. We'll close that. We'll move on to number 4 with this. If you want to win in this business, you got to stop playing small to fit in. You're not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to be peculiar. You're supposed to stand out. For my spiritual people there, you want to be holy. What does holy mean? The word holy literally means set apart. It means different from the way that other people do things. I hate to break it to you. Okay, so we're not going to over spiritualize it, but it's the point that you are super missing the point of growth and personal development and authenticity, which is the highest vibration on the planet. It's not love, it's authenticity. You got to understand that you can't let other people's thoughts and what they do keep you in a box of your own creation. They don't even know they're doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself, building bricks that they've given you of their opinions and everything else. All right. So you gotta do your own thing, boo-boo. You gotta do your own thing. I hate to break it to you. All right. You whatever you like, you have to really do that and then resolve your relationship with God, of course. But as far as other than that, you gotta be you because life is too short to not be you. In this business or out, life is too short to not be you. And I mean that from the smallest detail of your outfit in your life to the biggest core beliefs of your deepest self. Okay. All right. Number 4, this is a good one, but they're all good. All right. Number 4, a way to easily ruin your business by ignoring the reality that you created. Ignoring the reality that you created. And you're, as a leader in this business, you are going to have to deal with this for yourself and other people coming to you with it 100%. It is going to happen. If it hadn't happened already, it will. Okay. Now, many people try to escape or get bailed out of the reality they created. Now, ignoring it is only going to make it stronger. I hate to break it to you. If your business isn't growing, if your bank account is not what you want it to be, it is a delayed direct result of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions, whether conscious or unconscious. I'll say it again. If your business isn't growing, if your bank account is not what you want it to be, it is a direct result of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions, whether conscious or unconscious, purpose or an accident. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You did it. Now, well, I don't have enough money to do this, that, and the third, and I'm trying to build a business, but I can't go to that. Sounds like to me the last 2 to 3 to 4 years, you haven't been managing your money wisely. Your savings not what they need to be. I'm sure if we go back and look at your past purchases, there's a couple of Starbucks coffees here. There's some, $2 Snickers bars here. There's some shoes here, some online subscriptions here. If you take all that stuff, the stuff you ain't need and ain't want, that's probably close to $1,700 over the last year or two, easy. You won't have $1,700. It's because of you. It ain't nobody's fault. It ain't the job. You applied for the job. It ain't the business. Other people doing well. When you start to stop ignoring the reality you created and take full responsibility, full accountability, and full responsibility for your situation, whatever that is, your weight, yours, like the lady. I know y'all saw the lady on the she's suing like Uber or Lyft because the driver came to get her and he was like, "You can't fit in the car. You're gonna mess my car up." And there's no way this lady could have fit in whatever, like a Corolla. She's suing Lyft. Now that's crazy to me. If I was the judge, I would immediately throw the case out. Get out of here. That's the stupidest thing ever because she is unhealthily. And it's not a body shaming thing. It's a bad health thing. She might have a heart attack before the trial. It's just she's not taking responsibility for her actions, and it's not Lyft's fault. It ain't your fault. It ain't Lyft's fault. She's not taking responsibility for her actions, and that's a problem in the world. But that's a problem in network marketing for sure. All right, ain't the company fault. All right. Now, if you don't start to acknowledge and take responsibility for your business and your life, your bank account, your fitness level, well, I work too much. I got kids. Yeah, thank you. She said, order the XL ride. Exactly. Being cheap. Well, I got kids. I can't build. Then you brought them kids here. But I ain't got this. I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? After my divorce, my wife left me and took all my money. You married her. You at some point, you have to really start to say, you know what? All right, it's on me. Because as long as you're blaming external circumstances, upline, downline, spouse, everything, all this type of stuff, you're giving your power away. And if it's the government's fault, if it's the president's fault, if it's your ex-husband's fault, if it's your ex-wife's fault, if it's your kid's fault, if it's the police fault, if it's that fault, this, that, and the third, I'm not saying they didn't do you dirty or something like that. All I'm saying is, because I don't know your situation, but if you're saying consistently, that's the problem, it wasn't me, they did it, you're not giving yourself any power to fix the situation. They're going to have to come in and fix the situation, and they ain't going to do that. They don't care if you're suffering or not. Okay, just understand that. So you have to be responsible, and responsible means able to respond. You have to be responsible. You have to be able to respond. Don't react, respond, and you can fix your situation, but you can't fix it until you stop ignoring the reality that you created. You created it. And when you acknowledge that, all right, now you can start working toward better. It might not be overnight, but it'll rarely take you as long to get out of the situation as it took you to get in the situation. And we all have to learn how to deal with that. So reality will rock you. If you don't acknowledge your role in it, it will rock you. And if you don't take control, the external world will dominate you until you die. The external circumstances will dominate you until you die. And the worst part is you'll be seeing other people winning and doing great in the same city, the same state, the same company, the same age, the same everything you are. That's the part that's going to hurt you the most. Okay. So this and here's a quick tip. This is just something I do all the time. I highly recommend this. When something happens that you don't like, okay, we're not going to focus on it and complain about it. What we're going to do is acknowledge it in the moment. Yep, that's probably on me somehow, some way, directly, indirectly, on purpose, on accident. That's on me. How would I move, act, and think if I was already out of the situation? If I was already the person, if I was already in my desired reality when I don't have these issues, how would I be talking about the situation if it's already resolved? How would I act about the situation if it's already resolved? And if you can just maintain that level of imagination ability, you're gonna be so close to solving that problem. It might even just dissolve on its own. I've seen that happen a million times. Or you might have to do some work to resolve it. But at the same time, thinking from the standpoint of the person you want to be and being that person in thought now is going to help you become that person in physical reality. If you knew the money was coming, you wouldn't stress. You'd still work, you'd still save, you'd still invest, you'll do these things, but you wouldn't stress. If you knew the money was coming, if you already felt like you already had it, if you knew success was inevitable, you'd act differently today. Okay, that's just the truth. Number 5 is a tough one for a lot of people. Number 5, way to easily ruin your business. You only got 7. Okay, thinking that you can outwork your mindset. Okay, you cannot outwork a broken mindset. Okay, action alone is just the middle piece of the getting it done puzzle. Action is just the middle piece. You cannot outwork your mindset. Okay, your thoughts have to be there first, and your words, right? Your action is going to be second, and the results come third. Your mental frequency, your mindset, like the setting that your mind is on. Okay, that determines your outcomes. Now, I'm gonna give you something right now that is some of you'll get it, some of you won't. But it is as important a thing as I'll say on this entire call. Okay, just hear me out. This is how it really works. The process. Holding a thought, okay, and even if it's imagination, and you imagine something in your mind, holding that thought, the thing you want, long enough in your mind, it's going to become a vibration. If you hold the thought in your mind long enough, just thinking it, I know I'm successful. Like I know I'm a top earner. If you hold that on long enough, stop gossiping, stop watching MTV, focus on that. Okay? That's going to become a vibration. If you hold that vibration long enough, it's going to become a frequency, which means it's the default vibration of your mindset in that area. Okay? Your frequency, all right? Just understand, your brain is emitting signals 24/7, 365. When you go get the little EKG monitor and they put the little things, the little tabs on your brain and start reading the frequencies on a monitor, and they put those little things at the hospital on you, they're reading the frequencies of your mind. Your mind is giving off electrical signals all the time. When you put the little white tabs on there with the little wires to the machine, they're not reading your mind per se. They're picking up the frequencies that are always going out from your mind. Okay? They're always going out. Let me tell you what those frequencies do. From a standpoint of physics and even more so metaphysics, the frequencies, the signals, the signals like a cell phone put out an invisible signal, your brain is more powerful than the cell phone. Your brain is putting out an invisible signal that is whatever you're thinking about. And when you think about it long enough, that signal starts to go out from your brain even while you're sleeping. That signal, that's invisible, by the way, is going to affect the subatomic particles that are all around you, and they are literally going to crystallize and create your physical reality through the most organic channels possible. Sometimes you find $100 on the ground. Sometimes somebody joins your business, you don't know how they got there, but it results in an extra $500 in commissions that day. It's a mindset. The setting that your mind is on is going to determine your physical reality. Now, that's metaphysics. You can look that up. You can really dig deep into the scientific research that is all over the interweb and all of the books now that you can see in science. And then the way that the mind works, mind science. Look it up. Don't take my word for any of this. Don't take my word for none of this stuff. But it's the same thing that the Bible said thousands of years ago when it said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. In Proverbs, it's the same thing Job said when he said, the things I feared have come upon me. Because whatever you're thinking about long enough, with enough emotional charge, is going to become, it's already a vibration. It's going to become a frequency, and the frequency is going to literally affect the subatomic particles that are all around you that create atoms, and atoms create everything. Atom from the little, atomic thing, the particle, the atom. That's why the same word from the Bible is Adam, who was the first man. Adam and Adam are the same word. You just pronounce them differently in English. You spell them differently in English. Same word, by the way. But that's another conversation. So if you're constantly pushing and grinding and hustling, okay, that's cool. But if you're ignoring the mental alignment, you're just running in place. And this is why it looks like some people have success easier, because they're aligned. They're taking action, but their frequency is one of success. And I'm going to be a top earner. I'm going to be a diamond. I'm going to have diamonds on my team. I'm going to be at the event. They're already imagining being in Orlando. They already imagined it. They've already seen it. Okay. And that is matching their action. If you don't have the right mindset, even if you're taking action, you can never outwork your mindset. Let's move on to number 6. That was a lot to unpack, but hopefully enough of you have been with us long enough to understand that level of teaching. Number 6, this is a good one. That's a good one. Way to easily ruin your business. Emotionally reacting to everything. We only got one more. We might get out of here early. We'll see. Emotionally reacting to everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the old version of you, that's the version you don't want to be, that you're not anymore. The current version of you, that's not the version you want to be. You want to become a bigger, better, brighter version of yourself. But the old version of you will always try to get an emotional reaction out of you. It gives them life, okay? If you imagine you as the person you were, okay, the person you are, and the person you want to be. You want to get over here. This is the person you want to be. This is the person you were. They gone. Here's the person you are. When the person you are tries to get to become the person that you want to be, something's going to happen in your life, guaranteed, to trigger an emotional response or reaction in you. Some real emotional reaction. How you deal with whatever it is happens will determine the speed at which you go backwards to the old version, okay, or move forward to the new version. It's like the old version of you is dying. They're dying. The old spirit man that you don't want to be no more and said, behold, you are a new creature. The old you is dying, having a heart attack, dying. Something's going to happen in your life, your social life, personal life, your health, your business. Something's going to happen that's going to mess you up. Like you're going to be mad. It's going to be some type of emotional reaction that you could have if you don't stifle it. If you give in and you're not in control of your emotions and you emotionally react and you overreact and you start cussing and fussing and getting mad and all this type of stuff, that's the equivalent of the enemy taking those little defibrillators, the little things that the heart attack patients have, and putting it on the chest of the old you that's dying and saying clear, and then putting the shock into the old you and they wake back up alive. Like, whoo, all right, we back. They gave me energy from an emotional reaction. I'm back. We ain't going nowhere. Forget the new you back with the old me. And that's how it really works, okay? Anything that will bring up frustration, irritation, anger, despair, doubt, fear, that's there just to keep you stuck. It's there just to get you to emotionally react to it. You got to ask yourself, just like we did in the previous one, how would the new me deal with this situation or person? Whatever it is bothering me, how would the new me, the version of me that's already a top earner, I got the house I want, the relationship I want, the money I want, life is good, my kids ain't acting up, whatever that is, okay? How would that version of me deal with this situation? I wouldn't stress out about that, right? It's that type of stuff. And here's the thing, success in network marketing requires emotional discipline. I'm gonna say that again 2 times. Success in network marketing requires emotional discipline. Success in network marketing requires emotional discipline. The top 1% of earners, we don't react. We respond, but we don't let temporary emotions sabotage our long-term vision, and you can't either, all right? Number 7, let's wrap this up. The number 7 way to easily ruin your network marketing business is thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Okay, we've been going through the 7 ways to easily ruin your MLM business. And this is number 7. Thinking the grass is greener on the other side. This one is deadly to your success, 100% deadly. And I've seen so many people jump from company to company to company to company, thinking the next company is going to be the one. Okay, they're thinking the next leader, the next product, the next compensation plan is somehow going to fix all their problems. And guess what? It never does. It never does. You was a bottom rank earner here, you'll be a bottom rank earner over there. It's never that. Okay, it never does. Why? Because the company ain't the problem. The company is not the problem. You the problem. You are the problem. I hate to look. I'm the problem. If I got this, I'm the problem. When you start to understand that, is it harsh? Maybe that's a harsh statement that you the problem. Maybe, but is it true? 100%. Okay, that mindset destroys your business. And I want to give you the real reason why people think the grass is greener, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it. And then we'll wrap up the call. The problem with thinking the grass is always greener on the other side is you have to learn a new system. You got to learn new products. You got to build new trust with new people. You lose any momentum you thought you had. And a lot of time momentum's taking place invisibly behind the scenes that you don't know. It's like a plant that you plant a seed in the ground and the seed is here and you keep looking. Why I don't see a tree? Why I don't see a tree? Why I don't see a tree? But the roots are growing. The infrastructure, the foundations of your team, spiritually invisible, underground is getting built. The roots and the foundation is getting built. Then the tree will come up later. But if you don't understand that a lot of the process takes place invisibly in the realm of faith and energy and spirit before it ever takes physically, as above, so below, okay? As on earth, as it is in heaven, you got to have the spiritual, the invisible part first. Momentum is everything. You'll lose all that. Your team is going to lose trust in you. If you keep hopping to company to company to company, your team is going to think, if they don't even believe in their own business, why should I? Or if they don't even know how to pick a good company, why would I follow them anywhere? They can't even, they told me this company was the best. I thought the last company was the best thing since sliced bread. And when your team stop trusting you, what do? They quit. They stop following you. They look for someone more stable. You got a lot of network marketers. I would guess they're a lot better than me and a lot better in network marketing stuff. You're not going to find anyone more stable. Just good luck. Good luck finding someone more stable. Okay. Now, when you jump from company to company to company, you're chasing success and you'll never catch it. It's like a greased rabbit, like you get rabbit dipped in motor oil. You just can't catch it. Success, you just cannot catch it. Okay, you're not building, you're chasing. And in this business, you have to build. You don't chase, you build. Okay, successful people in network marketing don't chase opportunities. They build opportunities. There was not a single 6-figure earner at HBN until Marcus and I got here. When I got here, I started building, and then I think Coach Kimberly hit 100K, and then Marcus hit 100K, and then I hit 100K after that. Okay, Kimberly was first. But before we got here and started building, if I looked at the company and said, how many 6-figure earners y'all got? How many millionaires y'all got? None? Then I understood I needed the right pay plan and the right products. I knew that. I didn't care that the company didn't have a single 6-figure earner. I didn't care. I was going to build the opportunity, not chase the opportunity. Okay, you cannot chase the opportunity. You just can't chase it. You have to build it. Right, the year we got here, they ended up being 1 because of the volume we were creating. That's just what it is. Okay, Marcus was here. He knows. All right. Your belief and consistency are what make your business strong. It's never going to be the comp plan or the product. I knew I needed the right comp plan and the right product, and I'm doubling down that go to sign. It's just amazing to watch. So we got all of that. But your belief and consistency are what's going to cause the build. But why do people keep falling for, the grass is greener? Network marketers fall for this all the time. Why do they still keep falling for it? Because growth is hard. That's number 1, because growth is hard. Number 2, because it's easier to blame the company than to take responsibility for your own success. Yeah, it's easier to blame the company. It's easier to blame the upline. It's easier to blame the comp plan. It's easier to blame the back office, the product. It's easier to blame the product. It's easier to do that than to take responsibility for your own situation, take responsibility for your own success, because growth is hard. Success is an inside job, all right? And here's the thing. I've seen it happen a million times. You're going to bring your same habits, good or bad, your same fears, and your same doubts to every new company. And if you don't fix those, you're just going to fail faster. You don't need a new company. You need a new mindset. Okay. How do you win? You water the grass where you are. The grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. So you just have to ask yourself, am I giving this business 100%? Okay. And in areas of getting to events, being on calls, talking to people, having my auto ship properly set up. Am I giving this 100%? Honestly, with yourself. This is not questions I'm asking. You need to actually see yourself. Am I showing up daily with belief? Am I showing up and taking action daily with belief? Something you got to ask yourself. Am I intentionally acquiring the skills and tools I need to be successful? These are questions you have to ask yourself. If not, the problem's not the company. Okay. Master the fundamentals. And instead of looking for an easier opportunity, focus on becoming a better recruiter. Focus on teaching your people and mastering duplication. Focus on time management. Focus on leading. Focus on leading your team with confidence, even if your team is a team of one person, you. Focus on leading your team with confidence. Your skills and abilities and mindsets are going to create success, not the company. Okay? Commit and build long-term elite earners in this business. We don't jump around. We plant our flag, and this is what we say 100%. This is my business. I'm making it work. This is my business. I'm making it work. Period. Not I will make it work. I'm making it work. And because we stay put, we win. All right. That's just how it is. Put that in the chat if you're serious about that. Put in the chat. This is my business. I'm making it work. As we close the call, let me just see. This is my business. I'm making it work. That needs to be the mantra for you to make sure that you do what you need to do and don't miss the momentum that is happening all around you at the company. All right. We got some new products that should be out this month that I can't wait to share with you. Just waiting for the green light. And it just keeps getting better. I don't know how to put it. It just keeps getting better. The problem isn't out there. The problem is inside. All right. We'll close the call with this. The faster you take responsibility, like real commitment, the faster you take responsibility, the faster you win. The faster you take real commitment, like a big commitment, the faster your momentum will build, the faster you'll win. The faster you stop chasing and build your business. Okay, this is my business. I'm making it work. The faster you stop chasing and build your business, the faster you'll create wealth. Okay, so you decide, you plant your flag, and you build your empire. Let's get out there and make it happen. Thank you all so much for this call. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on. Thank you, Coach Marcus, and thank you, Miriam, for putting this Zoom together. And thank you, Sydney, for just, y'all, look, show some love in the chat. Show some love in the chat, man, because she's really just doing the best that she doesn't have to do, just providing value with notes to the whole team. Wow, the whole company. Wow. So you can focus on processing and taking in the information. So we got Coach Marcus, I think, is on Monday night. Coach Marcus, you got going on Monday. Tuesday night, I think we're on part 4, part 5 of the Elite Level Confidence series. I think Monday night's going to be testimonials. Tuesday night, we're going to be talking about part 4 of Elite Level Confidence for Network Marketing. Wednesday night, we got Coach Sonic. That's always going to be a blast. Thursday night, we got Coach Marcus and Coach Tina. And then we take off Fridays, and then we see you Saturday night with the Franchise Factor, which is amazing. And I can't wait to see everybody in Orlando. We're going to have a good time in Orlando and learn a lot and fellowship. It's going to be fantastic. Going to have a really, really good time. Tons of fun. Learn so much. And we're going to make some money while we're there. Y'all have a good night. God bless. And I will see y'all on the next one. Thank you so much.